was pretty sure I threw full away with it. It's fine. Alrighty. I have no idea what this game is really even about, except that maybe I will probably be growing plants. Aside from that, we're gonna learn about it together. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. I can't jump. Good to know. Lady Arabelle, we're so happy to have you back at Botany Manor. I hope you had a lovely trip. In your absence, I'm afraid some things in the manor have deteriorated, though I can assure you we tried our best to keep things in order. I hope it doesn't affect your research too much today. Bennett. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Nice. What? It was a string. It was a string. You could have pulled the string. Why did you delete the string? There's no reason for that. Uh, all right. Dear Arabella Green, thank you once again for submitting your book proposal, Forgotten Flora. Please send this empty herbarium back to us once you have completed your research, and we'll be in touch with a potential offer. Sincerely, Mayflower Publishing House. Forgotten Flora, researched and compiled by Arabella Green. Mayflower Publishing. Mayflower Publishing House, 1890. Oh, pot in the saucer, soil in the pot, plant seed, water seed. Okay. Oh God. Um, shoot. I need to close that for a second. Let's try opening that again. Okay, there we go. I want to grow the windmill wort to filter the smog air in my conservatory, but I'll need to research its temperature requirements first. Okay. Um, okay, so it works. We'll go to there. Volcanic flower, so it probably needs. Volcanic flower is so anywhere from 45 to 60 degrees Celsius. Nope. Where's the warmest spot I can find? Oh my good lord. Okay. Um, there's very little instruction given for this, so I'm trying to figure out what maybe. Oh, I could just dump it. But I wouldn't want to do that. Good. Oh, I need to turn the heat up. 45? Nope. 50? Nope. So probably 60. Okay. Dear Arabelle, on my hike across the I came across the windmill wort, a flower that only grows in Sicily. Some locals have told me the flower has air purifying qualities, but due to its bespoke temperature requirements, the plant rarely blooms. Maybe the flower can help with the smog pollution in the observatory. Okay, so Sicily, because I wasn't paying attention. So Sicily and its volcanic flower, which means it needs 60, which means I said that correctly. Okay. I can barely see. Horse bus drivers refuse to work in these conditions. Okay. Mm-hmm. 60. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so they pretty much leave you to your own devices. So I'm happy about that. Oh, that is beautiful. Awesome. Fantastic. Awesome. I'm gonna love this game. This is exactly the kind of thing I like doing. I love doing where I get to like work out my own. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna love this. This will be so good. Um, where is there somewhere specific I should put this? I'm just gonna set you down. Interesting. Alrighty. I keep trying to do the Tomb Raider like press thing to select interactable stuff, but okay. So alright, whatever. Oh, I think I just got an achievement for sitting down. Yep, I did. Exactly what I thought. All right. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. I got an achievement for trying to open a locked door. I'm currently busy researching. Please leave all deliveries in the gatehouse and ring the bell. Arabella. Okay. All right. I guess that means I'm heading into the main. My dearest Arabella, I hope this letter finds you well as you set off for London on your important trip. The thought of you in the bustling city working on your ambitions both excites and worries me. Time has indeed passed, and yet your determination for the field remains inspiring to me. I never imagined all those years ago that we'd be writing to each other on our fifth decade about such endeavors. I look forward to hearing about your progress, and of course, let me know how I can be of assistance upon your return. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Oh, that's literally the only thing. Oh, okay. Wasn't aware of that. Good to know. I got an achievement for finding a duck. Okay, interesting. My dear friend, good luck on your travels. I would love to have joined you in our younger days, but your tales about the trip will suffice when we next meet. I will never forget the Maria Jackson passage you once highlighted to me. In examining plates, you take the authority of others, whereas in botany, as in all other things, we can make little progress if we do not see for ourselves. Well, now you must travel and see some interesting specimens for yourself. I am inspired and look forward to hearing all about it. Your friend always, Eleanor. How dare you? Lady Arabella Green, I'm pleased to let you know that your family tree is complete, carefully tracing the history of your lineage. As per your request, I have altered the customary presentation, now displaying the maiden names of the ladies in your family, rather than their current names acquired through marriage. If you require any further adjustments or have additional inquiries, I remain at your service. Yours, Robert Hinchley, genealogist. Oh, interesting. That's neat. She's gonna sit in every chair I can find. Contour, Wistman Woods, Becky Falls. Okay, I'm guess that might well kitchen. Nothing, nothing. Right. Pyrophiles. Fire has the potential to be among the most devastating forces of nature. Despite this, humans have developed the ability to invent, wield, and attempt to manage it. Meanwhile, certain species in the plant kingdom have evolved to adapt and flourish in the face of fire. In areas where forest fires occur frequently, pyrophiles have turned to rely on fire as a crucial part of their life cycle. Facts about pyrophiles: their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitat. Okay. Oh, that's Taunton to London Paddington, issued for return journey. So Paddington to Taunton. So Paddington. Okay, so Experiment one. I've purchased a new camera and flash lamp Document my flowers. The picture looks a little blurry, though. I'll have to investigate the camera settings. I'm very pleased with this picture. It looks like I'm getting the hang of the camera. This picture is so dark, impossible to see the flowers. I can't believe how quickly I've run out of the incredibly expensive flash powder. Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna have to make flash powder, probably. Okay. All right, we'll get to that in a bit. We already painted. I know it can. I'm pretty sure it contains magnesium, but that's really all I know. Okay. Some ancient Celtic tribes practiced a coming-of-age ritual. This means that when someone was considered old enough, it was time to prove themselves worthy of staying in the tribe. One of these rituals involved picking a flower in the woods. Though not just any flower, of course. The, the gatherer had to find a fulguria, for this flower is known to only bloom during thunderstorms. Keeping a cool head while lightning flashes or striking left and right of you was considered the ultimate test of courage. Okay, so this is not a pirate. That's not a pyrophile. Need that. Folklore book. Yeah. So it's not. It's specifically not a pyrophile. It blooms due to light, not due to. Oh, Arabella and Elizabeth. Okay. Cat terrace. All right. Flash powder and net weights. What are you made of? Potassium and magnesium. All right, easy enough. Lady Arabella, these past weeks I have been seeing lots of bright flashes coming from the back room of your house. It scares my cows immensely as they think a storm might be coming. My milk production has taken a hit because of this, and if you enjoy fresh milk in your morning cup of tea, I would advise you to keep the flashes to a minimum. Armor Charles. Okay, so let's go make the flash powder real quick before I forget that it's something I need to do. Let's see. Stop that. Hold on. I'm sure. Put this down for something. Potassium and magnesium 2-to-1 ratio. Okay, that's my bad. 2 potassium to 1 magnesium. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Okay. Fill the container with flash powder, close the container, press the button connected to the camera and the little flash lamp. Witness a bright flash. Okay. 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 That's the flash pan? Okay. That was really fun. Okay, there we go. There we go. Folklore book, yeah. Photographs. Marshmallow bottle, letter from farmer. Okay, so Dartmoor, poster, not relevant. See, they've gathered the shade in the location. I found them at cow parsley, poppy, buttercups, ash plume. Okay, Wistman wood. Okay, so the ash plume is Wistman wood, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be an ash plume. Yep, that's what I thought. Pyrophile. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My dear friend Arabella, a friend of mine visited the Americas. He brought back a pair of fabulous gray squirrels and the latest trend in garden decoration. All my neighbors have sent for them as well. It's a great investment. The two squirrels have now started a big family, and my garden is full of the darling little critters. One thing I did notice is I haven't seen my red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. You must visit soon and see the squirrels for yourself. All right. Gray squirrels are an invasive species in the UK. They murder red squirrels and take their nests. That's a bit of a dark joke for this game. Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella may not be best pleased with me for about asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She is so scatterbrained, always off on her fancy research trips. Okay. Oh, flashlight menu. All right, well that's my fault. So, Miss Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the formal garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett. Oh, okay. I assume I'll get a thing for picking up all of the ducks. Oh, birch, cherry, maple, oak. Dear, dear lady, we received your letter applying to study botany at our College of Natural Sciences, along with your enclosed drawings. We do not at present, and have never admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science conducted in laboratories and lecture halls. By all means, continue to pursue your hobby, tending to your garden and collecting flowers, in the appropriate domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilized in a career in botanical experimentation. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should otherwise be taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Professor John Altringham. All right. History. Professor will prevent how the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods, how early settlers came to the area and cleared most of the trees for pastures using fire as their method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story of how the moorland we know and love today came into existence. Well, I mean, that's going to give me a thing to, yeah. So it's Dartmoor. For the home farm workshop and every department of human endeavor. All right, okay. Roasted chestnuts. This is a simple recipe, perfect to warm those cold winter nights. You can use any chestnuts. They are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but like many nuts and seeds, it's easy to crack them open with the help of fire. Simply placing the nuts on a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means your chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. I'm guessing. Blessed is this kitchen by grace and holy light. May all those who enter find comfort and respite. Blessed is each room with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held forever dear. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember this. Remember the year of construction, for this, friends, is the key. Wow, that's atrocious. Okay, what year was this? So I need to know what year this was constructed, so that'll give me the key to the thing up top. See symbol. Yeah. Wistman's Woods. Okay. Put that down. No. Yeah, I'm gonna need smoke from that, I think. So, oh, easy. There's more I have to get here. Okay, so I'm gonna head this way. The type of wood to use in your smokery is of great importance, though which one to pick depends entirely on your personal tastes and preferences. Burning wood from different types of trees produces different smoke aromas. This is due to different chemical compositions in each type of smoke and has a great impact on the flavor of your smoked foods. So in summary, choose your wood logs with care. Okay, so I need to know what trees. I need to know what trees are in Dartmoor. That's what I need to know. So I needed the heat to crack it, but I need. Oh, is this it? The ancient oaks stood tall in whistling wood, covered in moss. They withstood the test of time, but none can tell the sorrows did did befell those trees in whistling wood. Okay, so they're oak. All right, gotcha. Wait, what? There. So, it's just something that was very weird. Oak. Where's oak? Oh, let's go back to the. Okay. Windmill wort, Anemone fibrilla. The windmill wort naturally grows in volcanic soil, which is why it requires a soil temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. Bud contains air purifying qualities, so the flower can filter its environment from dense fog. The Fulguria only grows during thunderstorms, where the flashes of lightning provide the bright light the flower needs to bloom. Because of its dangerous growing conditions, not many people have witnessed its beauty. Ash plume, Lilium vivificum. The ash plume is a pyrophile evolved to survive the harsh forest fires. Its seed cracks open with extreme heat, and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat indicates it's safe to bloom. Lovely. Love. Oh, oh goodness. Why won't you give me a jump option? Yeah, I have to make it all right. See, that was what it was. Okay, so it was because I was walking through the door. Yep. All right. Okay, that explains it. Dear Lady J. Babbage and Co., ironmonger and proprietor of household tools. Dear Lady Green, we are pleased to deliver the new key for your orchard gate. We hope you are enjoying the gate. Don't hesitate to visit us again should you need further metalwork or decoration for the manor. Sincerely, John Babbage. Okay. Fine. Fine. All right, I guess I'm going to the orchard. Dear niece, I have gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books among them my beloved piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational, although I'll take no offense should they put your little one straight to sleep. All my affections, Auntie Arabella. The wolf road. High on the mountain tops, so steep, grows a flower that's hard to keep, its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf love's howl, clear and proud, gliding, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. Okay, so this. Heritage Orchard, preservation of endangered apple varieties. That'll be necessary later. Not necessary for this one at the moment. Not necessary for this one at the moment. Yep, don't need those. Okay, there's the. That. Okay, so that. So Pixie Tears will be the one that needs. So we'll need the apple blending and the cider apples. The other one is a matter of elevation. The wolf love needs elevation and wind. Wind can't be. What? Okay. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and instead have adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugar through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Okay, so cradle fern, it's going to be that bluebell, pixie tears. Okay, yeah, so the pixie tears. Okay. An Illustrated History of England for Scholars Advanced Classes in the Stirring Reader by A. E. Strickland. Priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen, although the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought that there may still be undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Interesting. Thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see a medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, though I am convinced it exists, and we will find it one day. It won't be easy. They tend to be hidden well and sometimes require elaborate mechanics to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Penny. What is this? Willow Lodge, Rowan Park. Okay. Lady Arabella, I have received your request for repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to the locals as the Turbulent Tower. It It is believed that a poltergeist dwells within its walls. Legend says the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who dares enter the tower. I don't want to provoke the wrath of the ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie, the builder. Okay, so that's where I'll need to take the foxglove. Oh my god. Dearest Arabella, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you have been struggling to germinate the ash plume. Have you tried making sure there is fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime and perhaps I can find a way to crack the seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. I found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. So 97 grams would be what I need for the sugar content for the pixie tears. Okay. All right. Microscopic slides, chloroplast book, medical builder, no, pockets. That's what I need. So 97 grams of sugar is what I need for the pixie tears. All right. So Who's got what? 97. The sugar is the only thing I care about, I think. Okay. Nope, I'm just going to look at this. Okay. 97, so 26, 31, 40. That's 57 plus 40. Okay, so I could do a knobby russet, dabinet, a brown snout. Knobby russet, dabinet, and a brown snout. I know this is a knobby russet. Dabinet, okay. A brown snout. So brown on the bottom. Okay. Dabinet, brown snout. Ah, where did where did these butterflies materialize from? Pixie tears, Phallus phasma. Pixie tears no longer contains chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtains sugar through their roots, which it commonly finds in apples from the orchards. Okay. God. Ah, don't lag out on me. Oh. Mountaineer's Guide to Alpine Exploration. Wind speed and pressure. Should wear the correct gear when climbing. The winds in the Alps can be fierce and changeable. It is advised to wear thick, warm clothing and sturdy boots with a good grip. All right. Shoot. I don't know what. I need to know what mountain. I know to add these. Like, that's not difficult at all. Oh, it was locked on the other side. Okay, this was the one that was locked on the other side, so that works fine. Painting room, okay. Lady Arabella, as you can see, the staircase of the orangery collapsed in your absence. I've already written to the builder and hope He wants to sort it out, though, as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologize if this is getting in the way of your research. I don't suppose you can find another way into the bottom level. Well, easy enough. Straightforward. Dearest Arabella, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us in this time. We understand that you're busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday, we were lost on a hike until suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound and soon enough discovered it was coming from a tiny flower. If only you'd been there to tell us what kind of flower you were. Your loving friend, Natty. Natty Golding. Hi. All right, I need to... Natty Golding? Is this... Hi. Huh. Huh. This. I don't know where... Shoot. I don't know which... Damn. Alright, I'm gonna have to... I haven't... Alright, I'm gonna move down. Because I literally can't do anything at the moment. So I need the wolf... Yeah, I need the wolf glove. I don't... Is it in the painting? Maybe it's in the... It might be in the painting room. That's probably what it is. Hopefully that will tell me... Hopefully that will help me narrow down what mountain... I've already forgotten what the name was. Natty Golding, okay. Alright, I gotta go find the painting room. I'll deal with this in a minute. $15.93. Okay, well that gives me the code to the top. Dear Mrs. Green, Dear Miss Green, we researched your proposal on the structure of coastal plants. It was of quaint interest. We had no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps you are set on botanical field work. You might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Might I also recommend John Loney's book, Ladies' Botany, or A Familiar Introduction to the Study of Natural System of Botany. It is an elementary book for unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. J.W. Surtees. Meadow Orchids Research Team, 1862. Professor John Montague and Montague, Robert Brown, and Arabella Green. Well, okay, it seems like she did take them up on the offer. I'm still very annoyed. What? Oh, flower painting and watercolor. Okay. Lady Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennett in town. into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient. I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service, Mrs. Patterson. Symbology, a study wherein the discerning reader will find a history of the use of religious and folkloric symbols throughout the art of the world. Published by Edward and Co. Publishing. Okay, so Catholicism. Oh, okay, so that's going to be how I get into the priest hole. It's going to be that weighted scale in the. Is that scale in the. My dearest Arabella, in gardens fair, you graced the scene, a flower rare. You graced the scene, a flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals, soft and fine, in tender touch, a love divine. And in your eyes a brilliance glows as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere. Like roses freshly cut, you'd be the trophy of my home with glee. Trophy of my home. Fuck, my God. That explains why it's in the tinder box. Ugh. Okay, so. Well, I mean. Drat. Alright, so it's 1593. Alright, 1593. I guess I'll go up and do that real quick. I don't have the weighted stuff I need to open the priest hole yet, so we'll do this. Oh, shoot. Well, drat. This thing missed stuff. Oh, So, oh, wait. Never mind. I know what it is. Up. Figured it out. Nope. Not that way. It's back this way. I came over to this other side of the building for no reason. Priest hole. Lovely. Oh my god. My lord Grain, thou hast ventured mightily in granting me refuge within these halls. For such favor I remain eternally indebted to thee. The cunning of Little John in his establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe, as saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of the Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray, extend my gratitude unto thy cook for the sustenance provided, a welcome respite from brother Michael's oft-repeated fare of leeks and potatoes. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with devotion, R. Lount. Ooh, top to death. Ah! Oh, so there's more wolf seeds. Oh no, did you just lock me back? Did you just lock my door behind me? Oh, frustrating. Lady Mountaineers Club. First outing. 1850. The Society for the Botanical Science. All right. All correspondence to the above address. The Society for Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 6 o'clock at the Assembly Rooms in Stroud. A prospective applicant must be supported by 3 existing fellows of the society, along with evidence of research showing his dedication to the advancement of the science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary membership to attend annual social events. The month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory investigation. Annual book sale. Publishers and collectors are invited to the annual book and periodical sale to be held at. Oh, wow, you wouldn't have been able to read that. It's a good game. Okay. July 30th, 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I joined Professor John Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and a fellow botanist Brown on a field trip to study British meadow orchids. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. Today, Professor Montague gathered up all of us to examine a southern marsh orchid. Though upon arrival, I noticed it had a much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. When I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. So, couldn't have gotten out of there without that. So that's helpful. What's the year? There's a year on this, I think. Let me roll in. Uh, what's the? So it's the Ram's head on a star. Okay. Yeah. So I gotta find the Ram's head coin, and that will tell me which mountain, which will tell me what wind speed I need. Okay. Nope. Oh, that is a ram on it. Not Vento. Oh, nope, it's this one. Vicehorn. All right. Vicehorn. Got it. Vicehorn. 40 feet per second. 10, 20 millibars. Okay, 40 feet per second on the fourth floor. So open, close, open, close, fourth floor, 1020. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at this again. Shoot. All right, I gotta go look at this. I gotta look at it again. It's 10. I think it's open, close, close. But I'm probably wrong, honestly. Open, close, close. There we go. Open, close, close. Close, close. Easy. Oh no. I gotta find out if the so the right one. Okay, so the right. So I have to close the left thing on the bottom one. There we go. Love. Campanula melodia. The wolf glove grows in Mount Weisshorn, where the weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with the flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. Interesting. Dear sister, I am so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you have while you were away, Jay changed the code from the library lock door each time Jay visited, as Jay. Oh my God. Sorry. Dear sister, I am so glad to hear you return safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Hot Good Household, 19th of September, 1890. So Elizabeth, and then I will know her name from the family tree. I will know her maiden name from the family tree, which should be her middle name. So it's E something H, or I could just brute force it, honestly, but it's probably not any real difficult to just. Whatever. So it's either EAG or EAH. Okay. Okay. Dear Lady Green, thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I am keen that my daughters have access to a good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seems so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Opal Olive Campbell. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, I wasn't trying to open it yet, so. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw a crow sitting on a tree branch, holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds, with a big strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of the queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion, and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese, straight into the fox's open mouth. The hare and the tortoise. Is there... Hang on. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the... Midday. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. All right, gotcha. At midday, hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. And the hare immediately leapt out of sight, then lay down to take a nap. Sure, the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way toward the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." It's a midday. Rising sun? Okay. Your company is respectfully solicited at a New Year's ball to be given at Somerset Hall, Thursday, 4th of January, 1860. Supper is at 6 o'clock. Good music in attendance. E. Grimes, proprietor. Scribble on the back. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. Schwag. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince, enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom. A cottage instead of a hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while, the ocean became darker, and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for the greedy request, the fish revoked all the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again. I would have liked it better if he turned her into a wish-granting fish. All right. So it's the sun, the fish, I think the hare. Sunset 1st of May. Sunset 22nd of May. Blue, yellow, pink, orange. Sunset on the 8th of July. Blue, purple, pink, orange. Lindley appointed chair of botany at University College London. After an esteemed early career as assistant secretary to the Horticultural Society, an admission as one of the youngest ever fellows of the Linnean Society, John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. It had been so very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for serious thoughts of man. Lindley also challenged Linnaean classification system and proposes many changes. Sunset, 14th of October, green, blue, pink, orange. Sunset, 29th of April, purple, red, orange, yellow. Nightfall. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. I assume that's relevant. It doesn't seem relevant, but, whatever. Study. Nightfall progress. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth. So far, I have deduced that the flower opens at sunset, and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs is still a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Tasks for this month: monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting list, collect field samples, seed collection. What is this? 1830 to 1831. Okay, so that doesn't help me at all because these are. All right, so I'm gonna have to come back to. I'm gonna have to come back to this later. It's fine. I got you. Three diseases. Three diseases. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, many small red spots will be visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Hypoxylon. Hypoxylon causes black patches to form in the bark of the tree. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and the root. The parasite leaches the nutrients from the tree that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out and lose all its leaves. There's currently no known cure. Bark rust. Bark rust is a disease that is very harmful to the tree. It is usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. I don't want to pick you up yet, but I'm going to. Sapphire bloom. Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One, I recall, was a favorite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they return before summer ends, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. Good dude. Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through soil, but have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they become carnivorous because they only acquire the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on other types of fungus or parasites. Mushrooms growing on a tree is usually a sign that they're consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. Douche. My dear friend, I've been pondering these last weeks what would be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach reach the wider world, since it is so seldom we are able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name. It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to a scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With warmest regards, Anne. Fuck you, Anne. I was expecting to be swearing at this game. Chunks of this just piss me off. Root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and root. The parasite leaches nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out, lose all of its leaves. It's currently no known cure. Okay, I think. Okay, I think I know what to do. Tree diseases. Mushroom. It's gonna, yeah, because it's gonna eat the parasite, but I need to go plant these. It's going to grow and it's going to eat the parasite that's killing it, that's attacking the tree. Oh my god. That was simple enough, at least. Sapphire bloom is a wildly misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees, and as opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. Lovely. Oh, wait. Satharella corylea. Sit. And stand. And sit. And stand. The trapped fairy. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along the river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw a brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before, and none of my books mention it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would cause this? Ever your friend, Edith. 10th of August, brook chalice. What are these? What? Hang on. What egg is that? What egg are you? What egg are you? It's a crested owl egg. Okay. Crested owl egg for the fern. Somerset River Trust. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. The River Cam, the River Chew, and the River Summer have been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Quark's Aquatic Weed Removal Company. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donations, the rivers of Somerset are clean and weed-free. Can be made by appointment or subscription in writing to Riverside Walk Bridge Repairs. It has been brought to our attention that the factory of Barron Iron Works has been illegally dumping scrap metal in rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following river: River Cam, River Summer, River Chew. The River Frome was also affected by the waste, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. Still researching what led to that effect. The mayor of Somerset. Well, I mean, very obviously, it's the weeds you removed. Dear Lady Arabella, I want to thank you again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to future collaborations and to the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I will put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. All right. What I got? Dearest Arabella, I'm ready to share with you an exciting discovery I made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne. Garsh. Hang on, which one was that? It was which one was also affected? Wither Frome. Wither Frome. Average temperature 25°C. We have shovel duck, the blue hair, the shovel, the pintail, the golden mallet, the crescent owl. It's going to be for the fern. Okay. Okay. ECDEGF. All right. Gotcha. I'll get to you in a minute. Yep, that's all. That's there. There's one down here. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered with slimy weeds? We are specialized in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice. So it's brook chalice. Okay. Duckweed. Make an appointment today. Clark & Co. Certified Weed Removal and Agricultural Services. Yovel. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honourable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that you respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please join below and return this letter to us. No, Attend signing your signature. Sign Arabelle Green. Stop it. Cradle fern, awesome. All right, perfect. Bird eggs. Very painting. No, it's the fern painting. Um, Petition. Bird calls. Buttermilk melodies. All right, so the cradle fern. I'm gonna go do that right now. In fact, no, I'm gonna ignore everything else in this room. I will get distracted and it will add more stuff that I don't need to worry about at the moment. Cradle fern. B, C, D, E, G, F. All right. What? The cradle fern is used by the crested owl as a nest, and in turn, the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime-like call to grow. Chalice. Nightfall. No, not the nightfall. It's going to be the throat chalice. Tweed removal. River poster. Butterbell weeds. River trust. Government notice. Nope, not fairy painting. Cat Fairy folktale. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of time, and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining brightly, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke. Thus, though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the feather bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Aww. Okay, so fairy painting, fairy story. All right. Dear friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I am not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Grimsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen at the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them, and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see these specimens in their home habitats where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. Essence of arnica flower. Chamomile and red clover seems to soothe the hot flushes. Well, let's just set that up for a second. Dear Arabella, here's our quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. This cost might seem high, but trust us, it is a complex job. Best left to professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick. You fuck. Let's be honest. That's basically every. That's basically every. Provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. It can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. Ibbotson and Son, sole patentees and manufacturers, Melissa, Great Bristol, Somerset. Okay, so I need to set this to 25 degrees to begin with. Oh, okay. Well, that did. All right. There it is. Yeah, I'll deal with you later. Do I have? I don't think I do. Okay, I'll come back to you guys later on that. Gardening curiosities, trapped moths. Sometimes a moth can become trapped inside a flower bud if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. Okay. Moth spotting. Okay, so it's cow spotted. So it's cow spotted top wings and polka dot bottom wings. Garden tiger moth. Garden tiger is only in September. Okay. Oh. The sight of plants. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems, which allows them to see the color of light. This means the flower can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult flowers into blooming at any time that they like. Okay, here's that. Yep, I'll deal with you guys in a bit. Oh, wait. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I've arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son, Edward. He's a successful business in London. Your cousins William and Thomas You may well aspire to become a accomplished scientist, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things of life. I am confident that this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. What a bitch. What a bitch. Botanist Digest. This month, in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. In his words, every plant, every leaf, every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, shed light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the Dactylorhiza Montague, or hood marsh orchid. You fuck. Charles. Yep. So there's that. So it's September, and I've got to go do that in a minute. All right. I'll get to you in a minute. Lovely. Be with you in a minute. Chalice. This real quick. Actually relevant because you just put it in the water and then it would be in the water with the whatever. So Brook Chalice is good. September. Okay, so September. Oh, hold on. Before I go. Brook Chalice. Ranunculus condatus. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature 25 degrees Celsius. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often, as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. All right, I'm going to go look up the September sunset color. July, October, April, June, August, September. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Got it. orange, red, blue, yellow, orange, red, blue, yellow, orange, red, blue, yellow, orange, red, blue, yellow, orange, red. All right. Now, nightfall, Lilium hesperides. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Lovely. I was going to say there should be an ability. Not sure what it's going to be because I feel like I've already unlocked it or whatever. Whatever. Lady Arabella, I apologize wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket, and I had simply forgotten it was there. I didn't want to disturb your research, so I've left the key in the basket here for you. Where? How is the formal garden? I don't ever seen this. Dad, I don't have legs. She's a ghost. Here, no doors. Nothing there. So everything should be good in here. Right, so here's like everything is. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe down there. So it's all it's the one all the way back here, isn't it? Good Lord. Ay, ay. All right, so what do we got? Oh, you cute fucks. Local man hang on. Bonnet's illustrated penny paper. It was a message. Local man reports mysterious signal. A gentleman farmer has reported sightings of mysterious blinking lights coming from caves near his home in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog no, and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark, and I decided to walk back home. On my way, on the way to my house is a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern. I noticed a blinking light pattern case from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished, and nobody was there. I'm convinced that it was a message in Morse code abbreviated for attention. I will never forget that one abbreviation, as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there's been no recent military activity or exercise in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. All right, so I'm going to have to look up what the military signal for attention is, and that will be key to blooming one of these flowers. Weird. Let's see these. Spring dance crowd. This flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but have completely disappeared while I was off on my travels. I haven't filled out any of the clues for this plant because I don't know what. Oh, can't go down that way. All right. Nothing. My dearest cousin, while I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit that the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interest with me. With affection, Arabella. Phenomena of spiritualism. The will-o-wisp, glowing spirit of marshes, forests, and caves. The will-o-wisp is an eerie apparition that has long been subject to both fear and fascination. It makes its appearance to lost travelers in dark, isolated places and beckons them to follow it with its beguiling, blinking light. Many a wanderer has followed the followed the wisp's alluring light across marshes or into caves, never to be seen again. Take heed, those who venture into dark places, resist the temptation of the will-o-wisp's shimmering radiance. Turn back before it's too late. Okay. Okay. So you're a water candle thing. Thing. Okay, I think you'll need to go on that. Scenario. So I don't know enough about any of these flowers yet to make a determination as to which set of clues I'm reading from. I think this needs to go on. My guess would be it's something over here. Yeah, there it is. All right. Can I walk on the... Really? That's insanity. That's crazy. All right, I got an achievement called Frogger. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna put the spring dance shrub in here, and I'll come deal with it later. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. He said he ran under some hard object down in the long grass near the pond. I took a brief look and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about that boy's sensibilities. Make me some of your lovely scones. Yours also, always, Mr. Bennett. Okay, so attention. KA. Over long distance. The method of communication over long distance has been selected according to the requirements of the scenario. If the message contains no sensitive information or there is no enemy presence within the communication area, an open method of communication, such as telegraphy, may be used. If open communication is permissible, both receivers may still benefit from the abbreviation of messages. See Plate 2 for a table of commonly used military abbreviations used in telegraphy and Morse code. Closed communication methods rely more upon both technology and ingenuity. In the case of secrecy or obfuscation, planning is required, and both parties must have knowledge of the method of encryption used. A brief history of long-range military communications. Ancient Greece wore water telegraphy and torch telegraphy. Ancient Rome, smoke signaling. 16th century, beacons and pigeons. 18th century, Murray's shutter telegraph. 18th century, radiated telegraph. And 19th century, Morse code. Okay, so it's K-A. K-A. Okay, so I'll have to figure out what that is. Nothing to do with it at the moment. Tips for growing hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthocyanin, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH level of its environment. The colors can vary between red, purple, and blue. Use for the seasons. We got a granite, sandstone, marble, obsidian. My guess is I will need. Wait, let me hang on. Okay, no. All right. So as long as I know, because one of them's going to need a specific thing. That's fine. I'll deal with that in a minute. I'll deal with that in a while. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived while you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse since I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual included in the case as well. All right. Yep. I'm going to need. I'll need that. Yeah. Okay. Research. Okay. Yep, I don't know enough about these yet, so I'm gonna have to deal with them in time. I haven't found anything that says a specific thing about anything yet. Dear Miss Green, I recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying, the blind lead the blind, does come to mind. All just aside, I do hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton. Dear Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I am grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor. Since you said he cannot read a note, please send him my thanks until you see him. Faithfully yours, Hazel. Good. I have multiple. Oh my gosh! All right, I'm gonna have to chain. All right, I'm gonna have to chain these down. Okay, all right, I get you. I get you. Lovely. I think it's a goldfinch. Might be a little tip. I'll have to look at it again. It's fine. So oscillate, I'm going to assume news article, military codes, bit about telegraph. Six question, first question. Birds. Mixed seed for garden birds, prepared by Pruitt Garden and Farmstead Supply Company. Highest quality, hygienically blended, attracts a host of garden birds, such as bluebirds, finches, robins, and warblers. With this seed prepared at the highest quality levels, simply spread the seed on an appropriate bird table or feeding surface and observe the delight of your feathered garden neighbors. Okay. So, I think it's a willow tip. It's either a willow tip or a goldfinch. Okay, yeah. So it's one of the two. They're goldfinch. I'm pretty sure they're goldfinch. Confused by this. Very. There we go. Okay. Well, that was my own fault. I was stupid. So I know I'll trigger them if I do it that way. Place the turns. Right. Game setup, shuffle the food cards and place the stack face down in the center of the board. Place the food tokens around the food cards on the board. Place the animals in the start tile. Players choose their animal by rolling the dice. The highest roller chooses first. Players take turns, roll the dice, and your animal along the woodland path. Your highest roller goes first. If you land on a food tile, pick up a food card. If your animal matches the card, you can collect the tokens specified on the food card. If you land on a gray squirrel, it steals all the food tokens, and they must return to the board. The player who has the most food tokens in their nest at the end of the game is the winner. Woodland cards: rabbit, wood mouse, red squirrel. Field cards: red squirrel. Animal cards: hedgehog, mole. Meadow cards: rabbit, wood mouse, mole. Rabbits live in many habitats and burrows underground. They come above ground to graze in the morning and evening. Hedgehogs are protected from predators by their coat of needles. They live in burrows in both field and woodland habitats. The North American gray squirrel is larger than the red and with smaller ears. It forages food but can also digest some seeds right away. Acorn, collect 3 tokens. Wood mouse. Wood mice are very small and live in woodlands, but also many other habitats, including fields, parks, meadows, and gardens. Moles live underground and they have poor vision. They find food and mates using their sense of smell and touch. Red squirrels live in the nests high up in the trees. They sometimes forage food back to the nest and keep for later. How weeds spread. Weeds can take over an area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far away as possible. The plant itself does not have much control over this, but trusts nature to lend a helping hand. Wood avens and goosegrass have seeds with a hook designed to attach to the fur of passing animals. They are then carried and dropped up to several miles away. Dandelions have seeds with an attached feathery puff that allows them to simply be carried away by the wind to far locations. Other plants, such as lords and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry, which birds consume and then later deposit as waste a great distance away. A final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelot. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nest. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It's not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when a creature is asleep. Interesting. William Foley, Educational and School Materials Supplied. 10 June 1890, classroom desk with chairs times 10, classroom notebooks, box of 20, chalkboard, ink, black, blue, box of 20, ink, red, box of 10, writing materials, display case, teaching desk. Dear Lady Annabella, thank you for your order. As discussed, we will write again in the coming months to inform you of the delivery date for these school supplies. All the best, W. Foley. Seeds. and seeds. One more time. What is it? On a more serious example is the seeds the ocelot. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to the nest. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It is not quite understood how the plant is able to share issues. Alright, so the ocelot. Okay, so the ocelot. Hang on here. Ocelot. Bird seeds. Weeds and seeds. Bird poster. So, ocelot, weeds and seeds. Asleep. Ocelot. Okay. No. So you're no. Stop. Back. Back. Hot catalog. Nope. But telegraph. Soil pH research. So playing cards. Weeds and seeds. Animal heartbeats. Okay, so the ocelot is found. So where's the ocelot found? Woodland. Wow. Field. Field. Okay. What's found only in the field? Field card is just the red squirrel. Okay. Red squirrel. Red squirrel, asleep, 120 beats per minute on their heartbeat. BPM 100. Nope, I need 120, I think. What is bliss? 120. Squirrel, 120. Ocelot. Huh. The ocelot's seed is picked up by small animals, such as the red squirrel, who then store it inside their nests. Once the animal falls asleep, the ocelot depends upon the heartbeat vibrations to break open and bloom. All right, look at the telegraph. Telegraph. Okay, all right. I just be wrong. It might be SK. Might be KS. Hey, I'm all over the place. Alright, so it's probably not this one. So it's... Plants and organisms. So, like these plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show that chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known what the glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of the same species, or to attract pollinators or food. Scientists believe that there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. Alright, so Fool's Emerald is a bioluminescent one. Okay, gotcha. That's, Fool's Emerald have a sure. Okay. Straightforward enough. Alright, easy. Easy, easy. Let's see. Dearest Annabella, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the national world. I recall the spring dance shrub you once grew in your garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it growing again. I have been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature in their adult stage. I wonder if the spring dance shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend. Ever your affectionate friend. Lavinia. Okay. Okay. All right. So. Alright, so spring that shrub. Nope, 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 nope. Shouldn't be any of those. Pretty dark. There's the other one. Should be the full zone roll. There's the bioluminescence. Advanced chemicals. Push code. The other one's over there. Oh, good. So it's the flu emerald. I did grab it. Okay, good. The rest should be spent on shred. The poster. Hang on. Okay, so this adult stages needs that. It needs the right pH to bloom. Things have to go back into. Okay. All right, let's go in here, grab this one, because I'm going to need to dump this out anyway. It's going to need to be in a different kind of pot. Where'd I put it? Did I take it somewhere unnecessarily? Almost certainly I did. I took it over to the pH thing over here. Yes, I did. Okay. All right. I'm going to throw that away. Rip it out. Put the spring emerald in it. Pulls it. Okay. Long, short, long, short, long. Fool's Emerald, Byronia lucerna. The Fool's Emerald is a vine that contains luciferin, which allows it to create light. They grow in caves where they use the light to communicate with each other, much like Morse code. Soil manure, seaweed, wood ash, coffee, peat. Okay. I can control. That's fantastic. I want red. 12, 14. 12, 14? No. There you go. Sandstone and seaweed. All right, sounds good. Sandstone and seaweed. Because I want red flowers. Spring-drenched shrub, Solanum rubicerula. Spring-drenched shrub contains anthocyanins, causing it to change color depending on the pH level of its environment. Robins love red flowers and will be attracted to the red variant of this shrub. Oh, was that a robin? I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention at all. Oh, just like bees, birds can pollinate flowers, but did you know that birds have a preference to pollinate flowers of certain colors? The above chart shows which color of flowers attract which birds to your garden. Red flowers of bullfinch and robin. Blue flowers of bluebird and jay. Yellow flowers of blackbird, goldfinch, warbler. Purple flowers of green woodpecker, willow tit. And the orange flowers of the golden oriole. I really was not paying attention to that at all. I just wanted a red flower. Not sure I would call that a robin, but okay. Back to the gatehouse. Okay. Everything is perfect, so let's do it. Forgotten Flora, Herbarium by Arabelle Green. Mayflower Publishing House, Becker. Ah! You frustrate me. Botany Manor, a game by the Lake Studios. There's post. There's an after game. Oh. My man! My man! Why doesn't it ever... Why doesn't it have a fucking name on it? Why is this closed? That was a really cool nook. Oh my god. I am about to be so pissed, I think. Teachers out there. Ah! That's funny, at least. That is at least hilarious that it is specifically the teacher's apple and not a specific kind of apple. For what? What's this? Pear. Let me look at this first. Eliza, Jessica, Catherine, Ada, Mary, Thomasina? What a stupid name. Oh, I'm gonna have to be really annoyed at this thing again, aren't I? My dear Flora, I'm terribly sorry your herbarium didn't get picked up for publishing, though I am most excited about your new plans to turn Botany Manor into a botanical academy. I look forward to visiting the school and meeting the talented students you've taken under your wing. Let's hope they carry on our fight. Lots of love, Elizabeth. P.S. Arabella, I hope you don't mind me still calling you by your childhood pet name. Ha 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 ha. intense frustration. I think realistically that's a good ending to the game, but man, am I frustrated. Let me. Uh, all right. What? Uh, oh, okay. Well, that one's pretty straightforward. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look these up. I don't know what they are, so I can. All right. Let's check. Achievements. Okay. Alrighty. Um let's go back in. Just continue. I can. Oh, it's good on there. Got it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I'll come back to you guys later. Mhm. Okay. Easy enough. Let's go over here. Right. I assume this one counts as. I assume you count as a thing. Okay, good. It counts. Lovely. Mhm. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Um, let's go like right. Wow, that's gonna be way too bright. That's probably gonna kill Sam. Maybe me. What? Cool, cool. Right, let's go back to this up. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Got it, 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 got it. I'll get that one. Okay. Maybe the relationship. Mm, got that one. You got that one. You got that one. You got that one. Mountaineer, top of the tower. Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, no. Oof. All right. Do this, but going to make it difficult to stop by pushing. Anyway, get this up. For 1 minute and 1 minute. Passing 1 minute. Okay. Take a picture of the flower that's not the full bird. Yeah. Gotcha. Three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not good lordy. All right, so it looks like I have to literally grab all the individual ones. Okay. Got the one with the snapshot. Okay. All right. Now, all right. Well, I say I gotta be the front. I think I'm gonna grab this one, take it back, and then probably gonna call it for right now. I'm gonna try and get like 2 things done really quick before I do other stuff. So, no, not those. No, no, okay. All right. Oh, no. Perfect. Okay. All right. Yep, I'm going to say real quick right now. I'm gonna quit. Real. I'm gonna end the stream right here. I will probably do a last one. I'll probably do another stream. It'll take me about half an hour, give or take, just to run around and grab all the other flowers and move them. And then, yeah, so that should be everything. I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. Done that, 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 done that. So I just gotta, yeah, I got like two pieces left to do, and then that's it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and I will see you guys maybe later tonight, but maybe not until next week. So, see you, everybody.